Things to do: you have 4 options. Play offense only, play full game. Entering team select screen. The Chicago Bears, the home team, are selected. Ready.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his... And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Prescott on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That escapes the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the...
Now Trubisky lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Patterson on the draw play. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Tenth carry now for Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
So that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. At the 22-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Montgomery. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Patterson on the carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Trubisky will throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Dontari Poe on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trubisky's pass incomplete out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
For the Bears field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
3. Cowboys nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This is Tony Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Number 21, Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hello.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott, able to hit his target, Lamb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down throw for Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Number 32.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Montgomery. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run. Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. They run with Patterson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Everson Griffin in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kombat. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
Open man is Kombat, the tight end.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
That's complete right side to Kombat.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, it's Trubisky. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Cowboys 7.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Everson Griffin bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Patterson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier. A fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky.
That's complete to Mooney.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's
He's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Here's Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, it's Montgomery. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 44, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Prescott,
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's tackled.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line. That's
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Patterson on the draw play. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
Probably the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
To kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Oh, Prescott stripped. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs, his 2nd sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Patterson on the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And shutting him off, now open field. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, 59 yards. As the Bears push further out in front.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Pollard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed
did they earn throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. To throw is Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. This to Jarwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott yet again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They run with Patterson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 19, the 40. He's at the 30, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 29.
And now here come the Cowboys. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Over the middle, Cooper with it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
They're on the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
21.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Post-game report, player stats.